In 2023, former President Donald Trump faced 4 criminal cases, 91 felony charges at both federal and state levels, and 2 civil cases.
Oh, and he had at least 1 mugshot taken.
In case you lost track, we broke it down. On January 13th, a judge said that Trump's effort to dismiss E. Jean Carroll's defamation and battery lawsuit was absurd and rejected it. The writer said that Trump raped her in a department store in the 1990s. Trump has said that she is a liar, and it didn't happen because she wasn't his type. On January 20th, Trump withdrew his lawsuit against New York Attorney General Letitia James. James is prosecuting the Trump Organization for fraudulent conduct meant to help the organization get better loans and minimize taxes. The AG was seeking $250 million in fines and a mandate that the Trumps could no longer run businesses in New York. February was not a good month for Trump in Georgia, where he was being investigated for election interference. On February 16th, part of a Georgia grand jury report about the interference was made public. The report said that some witnesses likely committed perjury and recommended charges be brought against them. It also said that it found no fraud occurred in the 2020 election. On March 10th, a judge said that E. Jean Carroll's lawyers could use testimony from 2 other women who alleged that Trump sexually assaulted them in court, as well as the 2005 Access Hollywood tape. And on March 30th, a Manhattan grand jury voted to indict former President Trump on 34 counts of falsifying business records, including hush money payments made to adult film actor Stormy Daniels. It's the first time a former president was indicted. On April 4th, Trump pleaded not guilty to the hush money charges. On April 13th, Trump is questioned under oath about the company fraud suit by New York Attorney General Letitia James. On April 25th, the first E. Jean Carroll trial began in Manhattan. On May 9th, Trump was found liable for sexual abuse and defamation of writer E. Jean Carroll by a federal civil jury. Carroll was awarded $5 million in damages. Trump quickly followed that up by appealing the Carroll decision on May 11th. On June 9th, Trump became the first former president to face federal charges, having been indicted with 37 felony counts for keeping classified documents at Mar-a-Lago after leaving office. And on June 13th, Trump pleaded not guilty to those counts. On July 19th, Trump's request to move the hush money case from New York to a federal court was denied. On July 27th, the Department of Justice added 3 new felony charges relating to classified documents at Mar-a-Lago, saying that Trump asked the property manager to delete security camera footage. On July 31st, Trump's bid to throw out the Georgia case was denied. On August 1st, Trump was indicted for conspiracy charges related to the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. The case was assigned to U.S. District Court Judge Tanya Sue Chutkin. It was Trump's 3rd indictment, if you're keeping track. On August 3rd, Trump pleaded not guilty to those criminal conspiracy charges. On August 10th, Trump pleaded not guilty to the 3 new charges brought against him for trying to destroy Mar-a-Lago security footage. On August 14th, Trump faced his 4th indictment for interfering with the election in the state of Georgia. 18 others, including Rudy Giuliani and Mark Meadows, were indicted along with him. On August 24th, Trump surrendered at Fulton County Jail, and we got this photo. He's now the first former U.S. president to have a mugshot. On August 31st, Trump said he's not guilty of the 13 felony counts he was charged with in Georgia. On September 6th, a judge ruled that for E. Jean Carroll's 2nd defamation case, Trump is already to be found liable, so the upcoming trial will just determine the amount of damages she's paid. On September 11th, Trump files a motion for Judge Tanya Chutkin to recuse herself from the Department of Justice's lawsuit against him for conspiracy to overturn the election. And on September 26th, a New York judge ruled that Trump and his organization persistently committed fraud so that the org could receive better loans and pay lower taxes. That he committed fraud will be a given going into the trial. On October 4th, the Trump team asked for the classified documents trial to be postponed until after the 2024 election. On November 6th, Trump testified in his New York civil fraud case, saying that the AG's office is full of haters. Not related to Trump's criminal and civil charges, but worth noting is that on November 8th, a Minnesota Supreme Court said that Trump is allowed to stay on the primary ballots. Groups had brought lawsuits saying that he couldn't run due to a rarely used constitutional provision barring those who engaged in insurrection from holding office. Other states have followed close behind. Those cases are expected to go to the U.S. Supreme Court. So what's to look forward to in 2024, aside from the presidential election? Well, these court dates could move, but so far, Trump is expected to begin trial in January. On January 16th, 2024, the 2nd Carroll trial will begin, purely to determine what damages Trump will need to pay. On January 31st, 2024, the judge will file a written decision on how much Trump and the Trump Organization need to pay for fraudulent business dealings in New York. On March 4th, 2024, the DOJ's election fraud trial will begin. On March 25th, 2024, the hush money fraud case in New York will begin. On May 20th, 2024, the trial for the classified documents kept in Mar-a-Lago will begin. On August 5th, 2024 is when the Georgia DA is petitioning for the Georgia trial to start.